It's about why she cries now every time someone says my name. Not because I broke her heart, but because she finally knows what it's like to be invisible. 2 months ago, I got engaged to Joshua. He's steady in a way that calms rooms, kind with his actions, not just his words. He met my aunt before he met me. She was his college professor, and she introduced us during a holiday dinner. We've been together for 3 years, and we're planning a fall wedding. Small guest list, outdoor venue, no chaos. From the very beginning, I didn't plan to invite my father or Lisa. I made that decision without hesitation. But when I told my aunt, she asked if I was sure. She said weddings bring up emotions, and maybe this was a chance for closure. I told her I'd think about it, even though I already knew the answer. Instead of sending them invitations, I mailed them a simple wedding card. Just a card with the date and location printed on it. No RSVP request, no formal invite. It was information, not an invitation. A week later, I got a call from an unknown number. I didn't answer. Then a message came through. It said, "You're still ungrateful. We'll be attending." I hadn't spoken to either of them in years. They weren't part of my life, and now they were planning to crash the most important day of it. Joshua and I sat down and discussed it that night. He suggested we hire security, and I agreed. We made sure the venue would have guest list verification at the front gate. Only names on the final list would be allowed in, no exceptions. Then I got a Facebook message. It was from Olivia, Lisa's daughter, my stepsister technically, though we were never close. Lisa always made sure she stayed out of my way when we were kids. We lived in the same house, but moved like shadows past each other. Olivia wrote, "I think you should talk to my mom. She's been crying every night." I didn't respond right away. Olivia kept messaging, saying Lisa was in pain, that she wanted to talk, that maybe we could find some way to make peace before the wedding. I finally wrote back and told her no. I didn't owe Lisa anything. Olivia said Lisa wanted to give a speech at the wedding. That was the last straw. I blocked her. I hadn't blocked anyone before, but I wasn't going to let her push in on my boundaries. After that, I never heard from her again. My aunt got a call later that week from my father. He asked her to talk to me, said he was worried I was letting emotions get in the way of family. She told him I had made my choice and that I didn't want contact. He didn't take it well. The next day, I received an email from my father, 5 pages long. He wrote about how we used to be a family, how Lisa helped raise me, how I was throwing away history. He said I couldn't erase what we had just because I didn't like how it ended. Attached to the email were old photos, Lisa holding me as a child, helping me decorate a birthday cake, standing behind me in what looked like a Halloween costume contest. I didn't remember most of those moments. I definitely didn't remember smiling in any of them. I deleted the email without replying. I brought it up in therapy the same week. I didn't read the email word for word. I just summarized it and said it felt like someone trying to rewrite a past I didn't agree to. My therapist asked me what I wanted from this wedding. I said I wanted peace. Not performance. Not reconciliation. Just peace. A few days later, I went to a dress shop with my aunt and found the one. It wasn't flashy or expensive. It was simple white, with lace on the sleeves and a clean skirt that fell to the ground. I had brought a picture of my mother's wedding dress with me, one I found years ago, folded inside a photo album my aunt had kept. I showed it to the woman at the store and asked if she could help me find something close. She smiled and said, "We can do even better." That was the dress I chose. We sent the final guest list to the venue the same night. Joshua double-checked that everything was secure. The name screening was strict. Anyone not on the list wouldn't even be allowed past the parking lot. That same weekend, I got a message from one of my old high school friends. She told me she ran into Lisa at a pharmacy. Lisa had asked if she was going to my wedding. When she said no, Lisa apparently looked surprised and said, "I thought Clara would want us there." I didn't respond to that either. But I started a new entry in my journal that night. I wrote down everything that had happened from the moment I mailed the card. I stapled the text message to the back of the page.